Hello, everyone, and welcome to Red United TV. It's your boy, Ivorian Spice, and welcome to the Catch Up Volume 50. Yes, it's another week, back at it again, the 50th episode. What a milestone it is, you know. I can remember when I first started, by myself. I done this by myself, but look at where we are now, you know. We've got guys who are happy to be here and wants to be here, guys. And thank you guys for coming on as always. As always, guys, if you're new to the show, remember to subscribe, smash that like button, and also remember to share because why? Sharing Ivorian Spice has always been caring, guys. And if you're new to this show and you're wondering what the hell is this? This is a show where we talk about our beloved nation, England. Usually a Manchester United podcast, but we are doing the Euros edition, so it is what it is. And of course, we will also discuss the roundup of the quarterfinals, including news surrounding England, if there is anything, but there never is. Game of the week, England versus Denmark preview. As you know, England are doing well. You know, I'm smiling right now. You know, I've been smiling since Saturday. You know, everyone else is smiling. And of course, ending up with question time, my favorite part of the game. I'd like to introduce you guys to the panel. As usual, I have my co-host, Amok. I've got Oli today from Prince of Minds, and of course, Ems and Munzi.
Yo.
Yes, let me just say hello to the guys. I'm going to start it off with you, Munzi. Munzi, I know you've enjoyed this weekend. I know you've been happy. I know things have been going good. How are you today? And welcome.
I'm all right. I'm still alive, so that's one thing.
Yeah, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. And then Ollie, welcome again. Appearance number 2. You know, it's nice to have an Arsenal fan sometimes, you know, just to spice things up.
This is the thing, you know, I thought I'd wear my Arsenal shirt just so you guys know I know it's a United podcast, guys. I want to let the viewers know that.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
And
I did ask permission though. So
yeah, you know, definitely. I said as long as you don't come naked, it's fine. You know.
That's next show. That's episode 51.
Hey, episode 51. You might see Ollie topless. Amok, how you been, bro?
I've been good, you know. The weekend been good. England winning. Like all smiles. Everyone's happy actually.
It is all smiles indeed. And Ems, how's it been with you, my bro? How's everything?
Yeah, it's been good still. I'm not gonna lie, man. Interesting week, innit? But we'll go into that later on.
We definitely will go into that, guys. Guys, as you know, England are through to the semi-finals. Back-to-back semi-finals. Semi-finals in the World Cup. Semi-finals in the Euros. I do believe semi-finals in the Europa Nations, the Nations League, Nations League. That's 3 semi-finals in a row. And that book that England released about 4 or 5 years ago about the blueprint of England, and estimating that England will probably win a tournament around 2021, and looking like England might be doing exactly what they have planned, you know, what they've planned out in their foundation. I'm so happy right now, guys. I am ecstatic. England are in the semis. I've always doubted the nation every time we go into the tournament. But now, as we get closer to a potential finals at Wembley, because the semis is at Wembley and the finals at Wembley, so all the odds favor us. Should I say the gods are favoring us at this moment. England beating Ukraine 4-0, a dominant display. I have never, ever seen this in my life where England has dominated the midfield dominated for 90 minutes. Our English version of McFred dominated for 90 minutes. And it was just fantastic to see England in control of the ball, in control of the game, everything defensively solid, going forward, creating chances. Roberto Carlos, fantastic. Raheem Sterling, who represents England's currency. I don't know why you guys don't love him. He's named after your country's currency, you know. Love Sterling, you know. Kane finally finding his boots. Beautiful, beautiful. Oli, England 4, Ukraine 0. What did you think about that game before we get deep into it?
isn't it amazing how on the last podcast we were all saying, no, it'd be nice to see England like really go for it and, you know, score some goals. And then we kind of gradually get into it. We had Scotland and it was like, no, great. And then, and then Germany and it was like, great. And then this game, everything we said just went click. Everything just fell into place. Goal in the first 4 minutes. I went into it saying 5-0, but I'd take 4-0. And it was just great to see us absolutely smashing because they just didn't know what to do. And I loved the referee. I've never seen it before. And he blew the whistle without any extra time. He was like, no, let's just end this now. Let's end this. They're done. They're done. It was brilliant. It was absolutely, and what a time to come good. You know, group stages, everyone was saying a lot of different things, but you know, now we're hitting our stride and it's the perfect time. And I think it's coming home, boys. I think it's going to happen. I really do. So it's great. I'm really happy and buzzing.
Ollie's definitely thinking that it's coming home, guys. For those who are watching, make sure you smash that like button. Amok, I'm going to move it on to you. England's fantastic performance. Please tell me more about that.
To be honest, I was happy that England got on the front foot from the get-go. The last game we did say they tried to build, like, get into the game like within the 15 to the 20th minute in the first half. That's when England tried to build themselves. But this game was different. From the get-go, they were on the front foot. And see the players play the way they played, that's why everyone think it's actually coming home. Like, I ain't seen them play like this before. I haven't seen England play like this in my life before. And I've lived in this country for 16 years. I've never seen them play like this. So, all I gotta say, let's wait till we get to the final. And like you said, let's say the 3 words. But let's just keep optimism right now. It's all about the optimism. We're doing good.
Yes, and I'm happy that we've all got optimism right now because it's looking good for us. It's brilliant so far. Monzi, I'm going to move it up to you. I see you smiling. You're happy. You're in a good mood right now. Tell me about that England versus Ukraine game.
Yeah, it was nice to watch, really, wasn't it? 4-0. I couldn't really say anyone done anything wrong, really. Harry Maguire looks like he's worth 8 million. I'll tell you, if we'd have brought Harry Maguire after this Euros, he'd have been worth 90 million. You know, he just looks so solid. He don't need it. He don't need anyone with him. Jones. He could have Phil Jones with him. It wouldn't matter. Stones there. It don't matter. He can do it on his own. Him and Shaw, they can do it on their own. I still think Carl Walker's a liability still. But we ain't really got no one out. We could put James there. But yeah, it was just brilliant. 4 goals. Kane's back on fire. I don't really want to put a party pooper on it. I don't think it's coming home just yet. If we beat the Danes, then I might believe it is coming home. But them Danes are going to be tough because they've got, they ain't just got their country behind them. They've got, the thoughts of Ericsson behind them. Do you know what I mean? So they're going to be tough. But if we can beat the Danes, then I think it will be coming home.
He was their best player though, and he's not there anymore. So.
Yeah,
he's spurring them on, isn't he? He's spurring them on.
Yeah, that's true.
Ems, I see you lying there, loving life,
chilled
and everything. So now you tell me the England and Ukraine game. You tell me some facts right now.
Do you know what? Yeah. Southgate. right. Southgate has proved me wrong, blood. But I don't want to get too ahead of myself because, But we'll talk about Ukraine first. But that game, what I like to say is like the result was a convincing result, and I don't think no one can sit and complain. The only thing we can say is obviously, England played a side inferior, like England are bigger side to Ukraine, innit? So that should be expected. Like it should be a given. I'm not even trying to be funny, but I don't know like 2 of their players. Like everyone else, man, don't know because they all played for that team, got Dynamo Kiev or something. I don't know, but I was impressed. Maguire, obviously, I don't rate Maguire at Man United, but the one that brings on the England jersey, solid. I'm not even gonna lie, he's solid. No, serious. But I think international football suits him. Like it's slower. It's easier for a minute. And Harry Kane, I'm not getting too ahead of myself yet with that guy because I'm still not impressed. I'm not impressed. And I think Sterling's been carrying the attack, in my opinion. And I think Sterling deserves more credit than what he's getting, in my opinion. But I'm not getting ahead of myself either. Just like you said, Monzi, I'm not getting ahead of myself because I just think, I just think of the past tournaments for England. We lose to Iceland. We think we're gonna beat Croatia in the semis, and we don't do it. And I think with Denmark, we can't take these man for granted, blood. Because these Scandinavian countries, bro, they're a problem. A problem.
Vikings.
As absolutely. Oh, big up Liam 07. It's been a while since we've seen you on the show, Liam.
Big up, Liam.
What's up,
good?
boys? It's been a minute. Big up, Liam. It's been a while, man. This year's Euros are mad. Talk MU. Thank you for coming on, guys.
Yo.
Guys, big up to Talk MU. Talk MU. How's everything? How's life? How was your weekend? And then, of course, get straight into it. England versus Ukraine. Tell me what you thought about the match briefly.
Yeah, life's good at the moment. I'm happy because I've got food in my belly, so I'm always happy when that's the case. You know what I mean? When it's got a full tummy, we're happy, aren't we? But you know what? The Ukraine game, I think it was. There were times when we were a little bit, a bit sloppy. You know, we got a little bit slack, and I think that was quickly tightened up in the second half. Though, where you seen us come out with a different attitude. So, but I think for me, this team now, I think they were before they went out in that game against the Ukraine. I think they were in the mindset, personally, and maybe a lot of groups of them were in the mindset of that. Listen, we're going to beat this team. We are better than this team. So I think this is going to be a case of going into this next game against the Danes. I know what everybody's saying about Denmark, but for me, I just think there's too much. We're too strong. We're too strong. We've built ourselves up to this moment now, and they're going to learn as well, especially the mistakes made in the World Cup. And I think our mindset is healthier than the Danes. To be fair, I think we're better individually. And again, if Gareth picks the right team and formation, which I will ask you guys what you think that formation should be against Denmark. I don't think it's going to make it difficult for us, but I still think we've got enough to get through this game and come out victorious.
That's the spirit. I like that.
Guys, let's get deep into this. Of course, there were some individual performances such as Luke Shaw, such as Raheem Sterling, such as Kane, who had fantastic games. Let's start off with Luke Shaw, Roberto Carlos, as we call him, you know. Fantastic as playing as left back. And those who would have preferred Ben Chilwell to play, well, it looks like Ben Chilwell is going to be sitting on the bench for a long time. Luke Shaw, guys, what did you think of Luke Shaw's performance against the Ukrainians? 2 assists as well.
Unbelievable.
Awesome.
He's also
Brilliant.
from Molesey. I'm from Molesey, and he's a Molesey boy, so I like Luke Shaw just for that. You know, but he's outstanding. He's like you say, he's got to start every game with crosses like that. Just put it on a sixpence every time. He was amazing.
Yeah, I mean it's the individual confidence that I see in this team as well, in individual players, that makes me believe. You know what? This is all now emanating throughout the team. You know, I think the whole team are picking this kind of. Without it being said, I don't think they're saying it like out loud to everybody, you know, not all on sundry, but I think it's there. There's this kind of. I think there is a strong feeling and vibe amongst the team that, look, you know what, this is ours to lose. You know, let's.
I don't think it's the best. I don't think it's the best football we've seen. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen better football, but
We won 4-0 though.
I know. Apart from that, before the 4-0, do you know what I mean? It's not been a great football, but
you know what it is.
I don't know.
Do you know what it is for me?
It does seem different.
Right,
It does seem different this year.
I'll tell you what it is for me with England in this, especially in like the Germany game and this game, is what the way he sets us up. It's the opposition have got 2 things to worry about. They're thinking, shit, wait a minute. If we go too far ahead of ourselves here, we've not only got the defence to worry about, you've got these 2 DMs who are playing out of their fucking skin, right? And then you've got them three to worry about getting in behind us. And I think that's what happened to the Germans. They were caught in between two places. They didn't know exactly how to deal with it. They were like, shit, what do we do here? If we commit, we could get slapped. And, they just got caught, and we had them. So I think the same should apply going into this game. I mean, all right, Denmark may feel that they can sort of, wield the swords and turn into the Viking mode and bring it to us this fight, and we might sort of buckle. But I don't see that. I think we're more than ready for them. We've got our swords out as well, and we've got 3 lions behind us. You know what I mean? And it's just going to tear them down, rip them to shreds.
So it's going to be a battle on the beach, and we're just going to go at each other with axes and swords, and team wins.
Come on. That's it.
That remind me of Ragnar Lothbrok's time, especially when he crossed over to England and tried to invade as well in Yorkshire and etc. So you might see some of that. But the one thing I've got to say about that I'm pleased about, I've noticed that, of course, we was all dying out and crying out for a better performance from England. But England are at the right time, the group stages, it's been poor. It hasn't been the best performance. But now when you get to the knockouts, that's when you're supposed to start performing. And what we're seeing right now with England is that we're seeing better performances game by game. So all the other players are starting to show themselves. They're starting to come out. That's why we're seeing goals now. We saw it, the Germans 2-0, and now we're seeing against the Ukrainians 4-0. Big up. And then big up to Luke Shaw for doing it in Jose Mourinho's backyard, his new backyard. I'm so happy. After chatting shit about my guy,
what was Jose playing at? Why did he do that, Jose Mourinho? I still can't understand that.
He gets ahead of himself, doesn't he, Jose? Jose is not just Jose Mourinho anymore. He's got he must have 5 imaginary Joses around him as well as himself. You know what I mean?
No, he did win trophies for you guys, which Ole has not done yet. So
yeah, he did. Respect.
But man's still on the job.
No, we don't win anything, man.
Can I just ask? Sorry, can I just ask Spice? What? Right, yeah. I know. Oliver supports Arsenal. I can see that. So who does Pretty Flacco? Who do you support?
Everyone else supports Manchester United. It's just the one.
Oh, all right. Okay. Oh, mate, sorry about that, son.
But it's always good to have someone that doesn't support Manchester United. You get, you get different aspects and ideas. I want to ask you a question. What did you think of Harry Kane's performance against Ukraine? He scored 2 goals. He's got his scoring boots on. 3 goals in 5 games so far. What did you think of Harry Kane's performance against the Ukraine?
I think it was very good. Not just the goals, his movements. And that's what I said the last few weeks. I want to see him move like this. Because when you as a striker find yourself in the front foot, like you're always in the half, you get goals. Because football, sometimes you get ricochets and things happen. So as a striker, you got to be in that box at all time. Just that movement, you will see what happened. The first goal, where was he when Sterling put the ball in? There. He wasn't at the back, but he was there. So when you get closer, there's a better opportunity for you to get goals. And I know his ability. 5 years ago, I used to debate with you that this guy is good. He don't need to prove me nothing. I gave him that satisfaction ages ago. I know Kane. I know this guy. He's magical. This is nothing. This is nothing.
Good finish as well.
I get to see more.
It was a good finish.
There's more to come. More to come from Kane.
I agree with you 100%. And when everybody's talking about him dropping deep and everything else, and that's obviously been no why he's doing that to make up the numbers in the midfield. So he's got more of a chance to, get in behind, whether it be Kane or somebody else. And if you look at that first goal against Ukraine, how we built that up, you can see where Harry Kane makes his movement to get into that position before Raheem Sterling makes the pass. And I think that we're kind of playing a little bit when Harry Kane's a little bit deeper. We're playing the ball around in order to give him time to read where's the lines here. When Harry Kane sees them lines and starts to make a move for it, that's where the now players go, right, okay, there's something on here. And that's exactly what happened, because with Raheem Sterling, you know what? That pass, I mean, it was only after watching it back that I read all what had happened. I didn't even see that pass. I didn't even see that pass.
You didn't see that pass?
That pass was magical.
It was amazing. It was like, I mean, as soon as it went through, I was off the couch and nearly sent my laptop flying. And I was already running away, ready to shout goal. And it went in.
If Messi did that, everyone would be like,
yes,
Messi's
exactly.
the greatest, But Sterling does it. It's like, he's still not good enough. And you're like, what? This boy's a baller. Like, he's our best player.
He is his quality. I love the guy. I mean, you know what? I'm Manchester United and he's Manchester City. That it is what it is. But you know what? I respect him massively and I love him. I think he's quality. Really.
My next question to you guys all, whoever wants to take it first, is, of course, Sterling's performance against Ukraine, absolutely instrumental, start off everything. Is Raheem Sterling technically carrying the England team? Because he's been doing it from game one.
I'll go first.
Yep.
I think that's a no-brainer, isn't it? And something was bugging me, and I think I showed in our group chat. When I read this from Scouts, right? Raheem Sterling gives England a spark, but it's the sign of Harry Kane firing, which really has ignited England's Euro 2020 campaign. Excuse me, Sterling done way more than Kane, blood. Kane, even the goal against Germany, man done nothing, blood. It was just the goal. But you see with strikers, certain strikers, when they score goals, that the performance is irrelevant, But for me, I think Sterling deserves credit because I think Sterling's carried us till now, and I think he's my contender for player of the tournament, let alone player.
True.
Yes,
true, definite.
Yeah, I'll agree.
Well, I mean, do you know the thing with Sterling is we have to take into consideration is the fact that he's playing for Pep Guardiola, is playing in Manchester City, and the success that they've had. I know they failed at the final hurdle, but you know what?
He had a poor season at City, though, didn't he? He had a poor season.
Yeah. But he still got double figure. He still scored goals. Made assists.
Yeah, I was just going to say
by his standards.
This is something that's sort of procedure in these kind of games. When you come against these teams, you have to look as the opposition, look at that sheet and go, all right, guys, shit. You're not going to dismiss the threat. I mean, he provides a real serious threat, Raheem Sterling. And to be fair, there's another player I want to mention. I know we're not talking about him, but I just want to give him a shout out. Is Saka. I think Saka, when he's played...
Boom! Yes!
Absolutely.
We did say Man U. He's my favourite. He's
been quality. And I'll tell you what, it wouldn't surprise me if he actually starts him in this game against Denmark because of the threat of... To get anywhere near Saka, you're going to have to get literally inside his shorts, and you know what that means. We're going to get throw-ins, free kicks. We're going to have them in their own half. So that's a good option in my point of view. Is Saka because he offers us so much because he's such a good player.
Yeah. The only problem with Saka is you don't know.
Go ahead, Mosey.
If you went to a bar. If you went to a bar with Saka, you wouldn't know if he was asking you for a pint or the next bloke, would you? He's got them funny eyes, isn't he?
It's true. You won't be allowed in, innit?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You might get asked for IDs.
He's got beautiful eyes. He's got beautiful eyes.
I was just Spice.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say, based on what we've been saying for the past few weeks about the integration of players, we see what happened against Ukraine when Sancho started, and that's all I've been asking for the past 3 weeks. Actually, I want to see Sancho start. Did you not see what he gave to the team? Everyone said
little run that he did. That little run when he took out 3 players was just like, for me, he actually made. I don't know. He was too good on that day. He was too good.
He did fade out in the second half, though.
So, second half when England started scoring.
Obviously, because of the lack of game time he's got in this tournament.
No, but in the first half, he was. Because I remember the commentator must have said, I know Manchester fans here watching him right now, loving him. And I said, yes, I'm loving him. His football in the first half was brilliant.
Yes,
I like that. I really do like that.
This is the thing we've got right in front of us now. You put yourself in Gareth Southgate's shoes. You're looking at that team. It's like, oh shit, he's spoiled. He is so spoiled at the moment. We've got so much talent and ability. It's scary. And for me, I this is what I'm going to say, right? Is we're going to beat Denmark 2-0. We're going to beat Denmark 2-0, right? And when we get to the final, that's going to be the players have earned the right for Gareth Southgate to say to them, like, boys, listen, you have earned the right now for me to just give you the instruction of go out there and enjoy yourselves and do what you do best, and let the reins off. Just go out and express yourselves and do what do. You've earned it. You've earned it.
Absolutely. Ems, I see you flicking your hands. Do you want to say something, Ems?
No, I agree in it. I just feel like Southgate has got so option, and I think compared to like the other managers that have had the England players before, I don't think they've rotated the way Southgate has. So everyone that comes in fresh. Do you know what I'm saying? Under what's his name? The Swedish man. What's his name? Sven-Göran Eriksson. Man was playing the same midfield, getting tired, bro. And now you can see the freshness in our team. So now I feel like we are going. Well, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but listen, me, I don't trust, bro. I don't. It's something, but I'm like middle, but I think.
No, let's wait till we cross that bridge and we can all fall at ease. But right now, it's all.
Yeah.
The first goal is the most important. If Danes get the first goal, then we're in trouble. But if we get the first goal, it's game over.
All right, guys.
We haven't conceded.
That's it. But you can guarantee someone's going to score against us eventually.
Yeah.
Hope not. Not with Mugger. Not with Mugger in the back.
Not with Slabhead in the back. Old Harry.
Slabhead.
The fridge. Slabhead.
It would be nice to win the trophy with no goal conceded. Clean sheet.
Absolutely, guys. As I was saying, guys, as you were watching, make sure you smash that like button. Guys, man of the match and donkey of the match during that match. Well, I'm going to tell you guys right now, my man of the match was Lucas Shaw. Sure thing right now, Luke Shaw is. And donkey of the match has to go to Ukraine, especially for not taking the nil. And I'm so happy that we got to nail them in the fucking face. Anyway.
Yes.
Get that wordplay, you feel me?
Right.
Ollie, what was your man of the match and who was your donkey of the match, if there is a donkey of the match?
I think you got to go Kane. Captain, scores his first chance, and that finish, when you look at it, you probably don't think it's that good a finish, but when they played it back in slow-mo, it was such a great finish. He's the captain, he's needed goals, and he just came in there and he smashed it out. So Kane, and I'd give it to Ukraine for that. At the end, they were doing that clapping thing, and it's like it's just got battered 4-0. Sit down, get out, get down the stadium. We weren't even celebrating. We're like, job done. On to
the next one.
Jog on.
You have to commend them because they've gone far in the Euros. That's the reason why they went to their fans and pay their respect as well.
Sorry. No, they got battered 4-0. If they had taken it to 1-1 extra time penalties, I'd be like, yeah, fair enough. Clap away. You just got battered. Get out of it.
Munzi, what about you? Who was your man of the match and who was your donkey of the match?
Well, Luke Shaw, man of the match by a mile. I can't really say Rashford for donkey of the match. He didn't really play, but
you can.
I'll say Walker. No, not Rashford. Walker donkey of the match. I think Walker.
That's it. Hear that, guys. Luke Shaw, man of the match. Walker, donkey of the match for Munzi. And what about you? Man of the match or donkey of the match?
Man of the match, it's between Luke Shaw and Harry Kane, but I have to give it to Kane because he's been building himself up. I like to see more from Kane. So he gets the man of the match, and definitely donkey of the match have to go to Ukraine players. Like you said, they're not taking the nil, so they have to get that.
And Torkem, what about you? Who was your man of the match, and also who was your donkey of the match?
The man of the match for me, as much as I'd like to say Luke Shaw, I've got to give it to Raheem Sterling because he put the match to the paper with that pass, the first pass, and that ignited everything else that came afterward. So for me, it's going to Sterling. Donkey of the match, the whole Ukrainian team. Crap, get out, get on the plane, Seeing a bit. I agree with Oliver. What they're doing going to their fans, I know your fans and all that have been there, but you're not embarrassed. You just like bent over for us, and we proper rogered you. Do you know what I mean? Don't go at your fans clapping for that, mate. Get out of there.
I hear you. And Ems, what about you? Who was your man of the match, and also who was your donkey of the match?
Well, I'm torn, yeah, between the fridge.
The fridge.
Roberto Carlos.
Roberto Carlos.
Roberto Carlos.
So I'm gonna give it to Luke Shaw because I've criticized him, but I only criticize him because that level he's playing now, that's what I've expected since he's been at the club. I know he's had the leg break, but I mean, it's taken him 4 seasons or whatever it is to get to this level. But yeah, the donkey of the match.
Injuries.
The donkey of the injuries. Yeah, I know. The donkey of the match. Obviously, the Ukrainians failing to take the knee, blood. Ban them, man.
Exactly.
Ban them still.
Ban Newmans for not taking the knee. Big up to everyone. Please let me know who your man in the match was and your donkey of the match was. For those who are watching as well, I will also reveal that. Big up to Elijah Kamara. I don't know why he's asking us, what do you think about the transfer news Man United have been involved around? Elijah, if you're watching right now, this is a Euros, England. But I will let one of the guys answer that question for you. Guys, would you like to take this? One of you guys like to take this?
I'll take it.
No, go.
I'm sorry.
Ollie supports Arsenal.
We don't sign players. We don't sign good players.
No, they don't. So, like, for him to sign right now is a rare. Any guys want to take this? What do you guys think about the transfer news? Man United have been involved around.
I want to see us sign players. I want to see everything going through. For the past 5 years of my life, in recent years, all I see is rumors. I don't get to see what I want or what we all want. So I want to see more signings. Like the Sancho deal is almost done. Yeah, but I want to see more of that coming through. Rumors might be rumors. The Varane thing, I don't really believe in it too tough because I'm seeing other things saying he just want to get new deal from Real Madrid, and that could be true. So let's just see what happens. But I'm sure the club will get 2 or 3 more players, but hopefully 2 more players.
Fantastic. Let me move it on. We've got Bruno Fernandes who says ops on Charlie McNeil. That's one of our players on the reserves. I know that it is. And then we've got Bruno Fernandes. Love it. Roberto was my man of the match. Roberto Shaw. You see what I'm saying, guys? As you guys are watching, make sure you smash that like button as well. Make sure you share. Make sure you subscribe. You know, you gotta do things for Ivorian Spice as always. Keep it spicy as I always says. Euros 2020 round-up quarterfinals as we move it on, guys. We had Switzerland who ended up drawing with Spain knocking them out in the penalties. I'm not going to lie to you. I really wanted Switzerland to knock out Spain, but it never happened. Belgium, who lost to the Italians 2-1, and Czech Republic, of course, losing to Denmark, who we will be playing on Wednesday, and, of course, ending up with Ukraine losing to England 4-0. The Belgium versus Italy game was one of the big games. Vital, guys. I thought Belgium will be the one to knock out Italy, which I was wrong. Because I look at Italy as like, they're a good team, but if they play a team with power, pace, technique, who are just as good as them, they'll just fall. Because I see Italy play. They play possession-based football, but somehow I just feel like they're a bit slow. Even when they are on the break, they're a bit slow. So I always looked at them like, if they play a team like England, who's athletic, quick, technically good as well, they might lose. But that's not the case, guys. Belgium did get knocked out by Italy. What's your guys' opinion on the Belgium versus Italy game?
That second Italy goal was sick. That was a great goal, wasn't it? Like who's that lad who scored that second goal?
Insigne.
But his dive was funny, wasn't it? When he went down on the floor, did you see that?
Yeah.
He scored and he got up. He looked at the ref and he ran over and
You know what? The thing for me for Italy, and I said it right from the start, is that they're the only team that I've watched who are so composed back to front and through the middle, and I think that's what's aiding their ability to, like you just said, Spice. You know, with like you thought Belgium because of the power and the pace, etc. Italy might come unstuck, but you know what? Not a bit of it, because Italy are so composed and calm. You know, they never flap. They just don't flap, and that is a worry, obviously, for us, as you know, going into the final. But I still, you know, it's a one-off game in a final, and things that there's going to be squeaky.
That's
squeaky
exactly
bumps
it. One-off game. We can do them in the final. One-off game at Wembley.
Yeah.
Better to play them in the final than play them in, you know, other rounds. So
I think the Italians are very experienced, bro. You can't buy experience. Benici and Chiellini, blood. You see when they block the ball, they celebrate like this with the hat trick, blood.
But how many goals did they conceded?
They've conceded a couple.
Yeah, how many have we conceded?
Exactly.
There you go.
Zero.
You know, but
Let's not do this, guys. Let's not stop getting big-headed.
Ollie. But Ollie did say from the get-go it's coming home. So
yeah, he said last week.
Let me let you finish because I did interrupt you. Go ahead and finish.
No, that's cool. No, it's cool. I'll tell you what though, that Jeremy Duku guy, what a talent, mate. This guy, whoo, it's like he plays in the streets of flipping South London. I'll tell you that. But yeah, what's it? Belgium, I think their era's done. I don't see them. What's it for the next tournament? I don't see them challenging. I think the golden generation is done. So
your boy Lukaku as well missed a few sitters.
Yeah, he missed a sitter, didn't he?
Yeah,
Two. He missed two, didn't he?
Yeah.
Nah, he did. He really did. Big up Adams Talk Sport, who says Camavinga is moving crazy. This it is. I hope it happens. You know, we've got Bruno Plan says, can we please have a moment of silence for Denmark players and staff? We definitely will give them a moment of silence when we get. Actually, let me not talk trash. Let me calm myself down. And we got Adam Talk Sports again. That says Spain. I don't know how they made it to the semi-finals. I don't know how they got out of the group stages, but they did and they got here. Sancho needs to start Wednesday. Definitely, guys. Guys, what do you think about that? Sancho to start on Wednesday?
yep, we need Sancho to start because he got that flair. England needs that flair. We missed that flair. He can come off in the second half, but he needs to start the same way they started against the Ukraine. That team was good.
I don't know. I think I'd go Saka all the way.
Yeah, I'm a bit torn myself. I'm just thinking. You know, Saka has actually had more game time in this tournament.
See what I'm saying?
And he will actually. I think he'd be a little calmer. I think he'll be a little less nervous and calmer than Sancho, if I'm honest. And I think if he goes on and he's not quite, you know, it's not quite working for whatever reason, we have that option in Jadon Sancho. And what better for him, knowing that he's already played some time, some minutes in the game, to know that look, the manager gives you that listen, you know, you will get your chance. Then you watch a player in your position go on, and you see what they're doing, see where they may not be doing what you might want to do. It gives you an opportunity to read the game, and for him to then go in and go, I know exactly what I've got to do here to make the most of this side of the pitch. I know I can get that guy in my pocket, and that's for me. That'll be a real asset because, you know, like I say, if Saka for whatever reason doesn't manage to get whatever it is instructions he's given, if he can't get the change out of it, then Sancho will be more than ready to just come in and go, you know what, right, my go now, and wallop.
Also, what Saka did well against Germany is he might not have had the best game, but he wore out that left back so that when Grealish came on, Grealish had the better of him then because he was so done by then. So you could do the same tactic again. Have Saka, wear out that left back, and then Sancho, bang, goal.
We'll have to
Yeah.
say big up Rich Sports. Of course, guys,
big
if
up.
you make sure you subscribe to Rich
Yeah.
Sports and also Adam Talks Sports as well. Big up to them too. Rich Sports, I'm quite surprised because I always thought he does a late night shift, but he's also watching during the day. We need to talk Rich Sport and see if we can sort out a stream together. You know, I know you like streaming late at night, and it's not ideal for my woman because I like to dedicate that time of 10:30 to about 1 o'clock in the morning to her. You know, it is what it is. But we definitely have to sort something out. Of course, we've got Adam Talk that says Sancho's clear of Saka. Bruno Fernandes says Italy are just the most experienced but defensive sided England will nick a 2-0 win. And we've got Bruno Fernandes that says I don't think Saka would have been there if Greenwood was fit. Just Arsenal players have a lot of time on their hands.
Oh, Bruno!
Listen, hold on.
What have I done wrong, Bruno? Bruno, I'm sorry.
I mean, Sancho. Listen, Sancho might be ahead of Saka in league terms. You know, playing for the club, but in this England setup, he isn't. So I don't buy that.
Yeah,
I think Sancho still has a lot. Sancho is you know, Saka's proved what he can bring to this team and make an impact. Like you've just said, Oliver, what he did in that Germany game, he did a job. Sancho was come on. You know what? Yeah, he was all right. He didn't light the world up, did he? Let's have that right. You know, it wasn't like an amazing performance that everybody's and the papers were talking about. So
Sancho had a brilliant performance.
Yeah, it was all right.
Sancho had a good performance on that day.
It was all right.
For someone who just started, he didn't have no time for him to come in and have some time and start a game. I think it was brilliant. Some players will come in and be nervous, but this is player he's always on top of his game. The only time Sancho is not Sancho if he's going through injuries. I watch this kid play, and I know what he's capable of, and I also watch Saka play, and I know what. Like I'm just quiet because they were both very good players. Like you guys said before, the manager got so much choice. He's spoiled with choices. What is he going to do with it?
It's just a shame he ain't got a decent right back because Walker's hopeless, isn't he? He's hopeless.
Munzie.
I have to put down on it.
England haven't conceded yet.
Yeah, but how? I don't know how they
haven't conceded yet. So they still got the best defense.
It's been all right.
Guys, we got to move on to the game of the week, guys, as we're 43 minutes deep. Of course, we've got Bruno Fernandes says, how do you feel about Kane starting to fire up again? I feel wonderful. And it's good for the team. Now he's firing. It makes me believe that it might be coming. I'm not going to finish it off. But guys,
got caned.
Yes, they just got
caned. Exactly.
Exactly.
Seen that video? Not seen that video?
I have. I was about to say Kane. I was about to call you Kane. Sorry. Guys, let's move on to game of the week of the quarterfinals. I'm gonna have to go for the first time. I've never ever done this of game of the week. I've never gone for the team that I support when I do game of the week. So my game of the week in the quarterfinals, match day 5, guts to be England for Ukraine. You know, the fact that England dominated a whole 90 minutes of football in international football in a tournament in a quarterfinals, to me, makes me believe more and more. Big up Raheem Sterling, big up Lucas Shaw, you know, and big up Harry Kane, big up Jordan Pickford with a new hairstyle, you know. It's actually doing some wonders to him. And he hasn't conceded and he's scoring goals. Big ups to him too. Big ups to Slabhead, you know. He looks like 80 million right now. John Stones, brilliant. The English version of Mick Fred, big ups to you too as well. Yeah, man, I'm happy. I'm going to move on to Ollie. What was your game of the week?
Oh, it had to be Switzerland versus Italy. No, there wasn't even the game, was it? No, of course. Yes. Who did they play again? Didn't do my research.
Spain. They drew.
Sorry, Bruno.
Italy play Belgium.
Didn't do my research this week. I do apologise because I only care about England. Yeah, of course, England 4-0. What are you going to do? We keep marching on. I just feel like it's going to happen this time. It's going to happen. It's got to. It's got to. It's never been this good in any of our lives. So it has to. I think Southgate is just doing what a good manager does. Just, you see him with Grealish after the game, putting his arm around him, said, "Don't worry, mate. You'll get a chance in the next game." Great man management, and yeah, I think we're going to go all the way.
And Amok, what about you? What was your game of the week?
It has to be the England match. Like, it was good to see us play the way we played, and just to see Kane doing what he does best. Like,
and Munzi, what was your game of the week?
Yeah, it's got to be like everyone else is saying. It's got to be the England game. Yeah, just brilliant. I didn't really watch the other games; they're boring. But yeah, it's got to be definitely got to be the England game. Even Rashford come on and done all right. So do you know what I mean? It must have been. It's all good.
And talking you yourself, what was your game of the week?
Yeah, I can't break the chain here, mate. It's got to be the England game. Yeah, we were far too strong for this Ukrainian team, and I just think, like I said earlier, there's a lot of confidence flowing. We're in a really good spot right now, and it's going to continue, in my opinion.
Coming home.
Yeah.
And Ems, what about you? What was your game of the week? Match day 5.
Well, everyone said the thing in it, so obviously, definitely England versus Ukraine 4-0. Simple as that.
It is what it is. Guys, you do let me know what your game of the week. We've got Bruno Fernandes says Czech versus Denmark. I love seeing Patrick Schick. My namesake, he's been doing a thing in the tournament. It's got about he equaled Ronaldo's goal scoring record of 5 goals. So he's leveled up with Ronaldo. Sadly, that Patrick Schick has to go home now. It's done for him. And he won't be able to score any more goals. That leaves it up to our guy, men like Raheem Sterling and Harry Kane, to capitalize and probably end up finishing top goal scorer. I would love to see that, back-to-back golden boots for Harry Kane or MVP, Raheem Sterling. I believe he deserves that. Sure. But let's move it on, guys, to England versus Denmark semi-finals. Guys, Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Yes, you get to watch it after work. Yes, make sure you tune in. I don't know if it's ITV or BBC right now. BBC. Whichever one. Just make sure you tune in
BBC.
when the league is about to go down, on a Wednesday night. Make sure you tune in, guys, because England's about to fight the Vikings in a war. It's going to be a blood path. On the beach. Oh, yeah, the coast. That's what they used to do back then when I was watching the Vikings. It happens on the coast,
It always happens on the beach.
Yeah, I don't know why. Why people want to fight on the beach instead of having a good time. So I don't get it.
Seawater wash everything off. It's easy to wash it off.
We've got Adam Talksport already saying 2-0 Kane double. That's his prediction. I'm going to start off with you, Amok. How do you think England will fare against the Danes?
Like, if the manager picks the right team, because they're spoiled with choices, I think England will do well. They will do great. They have to. Like, we're all feeling good about this team right now, and we don't want to wait till we get too old to feel this way. I want to see England win the trophy at my age. So it would be lovely if we beat the Danes and head to the final. But I'll go for 2-0. I see 2 goals, and I'll go for Kane as well.
Fantastic. You hear that, guys? Amok is confident. He's going for a 2-0 win against Denmark. Kane scored a double to make it 5 goals in the tournament and then become the top goal scorer and score the winning goal in the final. Yes, Monze, what about you? Yeah. How do you think England will fare against Danes?
I think it's going to be scrappy. I think we're going to sneak it 1-0. I don't really care who scores. Anyone, but I can't see us. It's either going to be 1-0 or it's going to be 2-1. But yeah, it's going to be squeaky bum time against the Danes, I think.
It could be. Definitely could be a squeaky bum time thing, just like Sir Alex Ferguson used to quote so many times. Talk MU, what about you? How do you feel England will do against Denmark?
I'm really confident. 2-0 England. The only question is it going to be 3-4-3 or 4-2-3-1? This is the question that I'm sort of looking at and pondering. And also, are the Danes what are Danes going to do? They do have to consider the threat that we pose. They have to, because I'm sure this. I don't even know what the manager's called, but I'm sure he's wise enough to understand that he cannot sort of start getting a bit too cocky and ahead of himself, because he will get slapped more so than what he is going to get slapped, in my opinion. So either way, they're going to get slapped.
I like that. After we get slapped.
Slapped up on the beach. On the beach, you're going to get slapped up. They'll slap you on the beach.
Yes, that's what will happen to the Danes come Wednesday night. Ems, what about you? How do you feel England will fare against the Danes?
Bro, I think like I want to be confident, but I just this England, Man United, they can't be trusted, bro.
No, Ems, come on.
Don't compare us to Man United.
Sorry. Let me take that. But no. All jokes aside, I think on paper we have enough quality to beat Denmark, but football's not one on paper. It's one on who turn up on the day and who wants it more. So I do think we can. I think it'll be a 2-0 win. Sterling scored the first goal. That's me.
Yes.
For me, I definitely feel like England will knock out Denmark, and I feel like it's gonna be a 3-0 win. You know, Harry Kane.
Oh my son.
Sterling, and guess what, Monze? Someone's gonna come on. The person that's gonna come on and you don't like might get a sneak goal, because he kind of needs a goal in this tournament. Just you know,
I don't dislike. It's just
I think Monty actually does like him. That's his.
No. It's like me. He's like me. I got a love-hate relationship. I love Marcus Rashford as a brother, but he needs to step up sometimes. You know? Someone needs to tell him, like, fix up your 90 minutes performance.
You probably get good odds on him as the first goal scorer, actually. I might put that on just a mumsy bet, you know what I mean? Like Rashford, first goal scorer, 3-0.
That's if it starts.
It doesn't start. Oh, my God.
Yeah, you lot talking about Saka starting. What about Rashford starting? Come on.
Rashford deserves.
Rashford
doesn't deserve a start.
Rashford's not fit.
I'm about to say Rashford deserves a start.
I thought you were a Man United fan.
No,
but it's not fit enough to start.
England. Like, I care more for England right now. It's about England. It's the best for England. Rashford
come on
just
for penalties.
Stay on the bench. Maybe come on for penalties if you need to.
Oh, God.
Big up Bruno Fernandes says Rashford's greater than Grealish's whole career. Whoa, he must be a big Rashford fan. I hear that.
Rashford is good. I just think he's not. I just think he's not fit
to the England team because of the press, not because of Southgate rates him. Rashford is injured. He can't start. Yeah, well, you know that. I've been saying that for the longest time. He's been injured for
He's been injured for 16 months.
Thank you very much. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, guys, if you're watching, let us know what your prediction for England versus Denmark is. If you're watching on the playback, make sure you smash and like, and also subscribe as always. Big ups to you guys for watching. Last but not least, we've got my favorite part of the show, which I call Question Time, where I ask a random question and it's all Euros related. So far, guys, today's random question will be: what has been your favorite national anthem in this Euros, apart from the England national anthem? Yeah. And I'm gonna set it up because I've heard a lot, but nothing will ever beat Italia. Italy's national anthem always gets me in the mood, you know. I don't know if they wrote it like it was meant to be an orchestra or it was written by what they call it. What's an opera guy that does the opera? What do they call him?
The conductor?
The conductor. I don't know. For some reason, the start, everything, you know, the intro, as you know.
I like the ending.
You love music.
I like the ending.
You love everything. The intro is beautiful, and the ending is beautiful at the end.
It is good. It is good.
I have to say it's one of my favorite national anthems. You know, I'm gonna have to move it to you, Ollie. What has been the most impressive national anthem so far? That is the French national anthem. If you guys are wondering what the hell is he doing,
no.
You know why I like it the most is because it's at the start of "All You Need Is Love" by the Beatles.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah, we'll take that little bit, and then we're going to the Beatles. Yes, that's what I like.
hey, that's a thought. Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't even notice that. Thank you for
Yeah.
that.
best band ever, mate. Best band ever. living.
It's like Bruno Fernandes is Scotland's national anthem. Is his favorite.
Oh, flower of Scotland.
I do apologize if you're Scottish and you're watching this. There's no disrespect.
There is no Scottish people watching this podcast right now.
They really do hate England as well. Mook, what about you? What has been your favorite national anthem so far?
It's got to be the French. I like that stuff.
It's because he supports France, isn't it? On his side. That's why he goes for it. And Mozzie, what about you?
Well, I was going to say the Italian one, but I'll
You can
say
whatever you want to say.
I'll say North Macedonia because no one knows what. You know what I mean?
I have
what it is.
no idea what it is. The fact that they even call North Macedonia, I was wondering when did they split up with Macedonia?
I did ask you that day. When?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know what.
And the thing is, no one actually tuned in for the start of the North Macedonia game. It was like, we missed the national. It's 10 minutes to go.
Yeah.
We might as well watch the
I'm
rest.
not gonna lie. I've always tried to tune in for the Italian anthem. I get pissed off when I miss it.
Yeah, I do like the Italian.
I missed it.
No, it's quite good.
What about you? What has been your favorite national anthem so far in the Euros?
It's funny because it's actually the Ukrainian national anthem.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I don't know why. Because I just like I'm a music person anyway. Because I play guitar and all that kind of stuff and make music. So, and I really like it. It's really it's just good. It's just nice. I like it. I have no clue what they're talking about, but it sounds good. You know what I mean?
The rhythm sounds good.
Yeah, it's just I like that powerful. You know, like that kind of powerful sort of.
It's like the Europa League one. Oh,
I bloody hate that.
yeah, you know why you always hate it.
Yeah. Say no more. Good evening.
Yeah, no, we get down.
Arsenal fans don't hear it. Arsenal fans don't hear it a lot. They're knocked out by the second round, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, well, we don't want to be in it anymore because it's we don't need
right. You don't need
it.
it.
Season ticket price went down. It was like, oh yes, no Europa.
Has it really gone down, like the season tickets?
No, it didn't go down very much. They found a way to get more money out of us.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Ems, what about you? Last but not least, man, what has been your favorite national anthem?
The Spanish or the Italian one still.
The Spanish or the Italian one. Guys, if you're watching again in the playback, make sure you let us know what has been your favorite national anthem in the Euro so far. And guys, as we have come to the end of the show, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. As always, big up to you guys for tuning in for a whole hour and enjoying our presence, our beautiful face, making you laugh and enjoy. As always, as we end, I like to pass it on to guys so they can plug themselves in, so you can find out where you can find them and what they do besides this. Ollie, I'm going to start off with you and work towards Amok.
Yeah, you can check me, mainly my band. Don't worry about me, I'm boring. You check my band out on Princess of Maine. All of the music's on Spotify, on every streaming channel, on YouTube as well. Just type in Princess of Maine and you'll get it out there. We've got an England Euro 2020 song out at the moment with all money going to Fair Share charity, which is going really well. So yeah, check us out. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for having me on today. It's been amazing as always.
At least you turned up.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll be on yours next month. So don't worry, mate.
Yes. And Amok, where can the people find you?
They can find me on Instagram, prettyflowco_16.
Fantastic. And Ems, what about you? Where can the people find you? Yes, you. Yes, you.
First, I'm making sure. Right now, my Insta's out of service at the moment, but you can find me on Twitter, which is Ems Doms on Twitter.
Fantastic. And of course, Talk MU. Where can the people find you?
You find me on Twitter at iTalkMU. Find me on Man United Agenda, Rich Sports, S-Weekly TV, Football United TV, loads of different channels, man. I'm all over the place. I'm always putting myself about a bit. But yeah, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
No problem at all, Kemi. It's a pleasure to have you on. And Munzi, where can the people find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter, finally Munzi, Instagram at Munzi6. Also on the Man United Agenda. I'll be on there Friday. And yeah, that's about it.
And of course, we've got Bluff who says, you guys England, keep calm. Don't win the cup in the semis. Don't worry. Bluff 80, I hope you have pressed that follow button on the Twitch. You know, I need my first follower. You know, it's been a while. You get me? So make sure you press that follow button and make sure you watch. And also make sure you come onto the YouTube and subscribe as well to the channel. Show some love. Yes, easy click. He said it's already done. Big ups to you, man. But guys, where you can find me, of course, is here on Monday night, 8 p.m., Friday night at 9 p.m. Not this week, though. Got things to do. Probably on a Saturday for this week. And, of course, as always, remember to follow the official Instagram account of Ready United TV, which is Ready United TV 1, baby. And also... wait, let me just answer this. Of course, Bruno Fernandez, where's the Twitch at? If you go on Twitch and you select Red United TV all in one, you'll find me. You will definitely find me. Yes. Oh, only 22. 10 a.m. on a Monday. Hey, yep. I know he's watching from a far distance. As I was distracted, sorry. Also, you can make sure you subscribe to the TikTok account, which is Red United TV. And also remember to follow my personal Instagram account, which is Ivorian_Spice. And that goes across the Twitter and also the Snapchat. And last but not least, my fellow ladies, my beautiful, beautiful honeys and ladies and birds, you know what I mean? Yes, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to your girlfriend. You're damn right, I'm talking to your girlfriends. Remember to share the link to your ex-boyfriends. And also remember to share the link to your current boyfriend. Remember to share the link to the guy that's always buying you lunch at work, hoping to get some, but he will never, ever get some. And you know you're never going to give him some because you've been enjoying that food. Remember to share the link to that dickhead. And also, remember to share the link to that guy that's always been trying to hit you up at the bus stop, telling you, yo, baby, you know, can I get your number? And you keep telling him that I've already got a man, and out of disgust and anger, he tells you you're ugly anyway. You know? Remember to share the link to that guy. Also, remember to share the link to the guy that's been trying to holler at you at the train station, asking you for your number and etc. And you've told him again, I've already got a man. But he's there telling you, but we can be friends though, with hope and lust in his eyes. You know, remember to share the link to that guy. And also, last but not least, remember to share the link to your dad's friends that constantly keeps looking at you now that you have grown and you got all of these boobs and ass. And when they ask you, what the hell is this? Tell them that you found a man that does it way better than you. And that's Ivory Spice, guys. As always, peace and love from the guys. You know, we shall see you next week. Enjoy. And have a good night. Peace out, guys.